So we're going to talk about fantasy, yeah? Fantasy.
Well, so yes, we're now. That basically sums up Bahrain. To be honest, there's like not much more to say about
no,
it.
you need to talk about this.
We will. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so now we're gonna get into the next race, seeing as it's next week. We'll do a little pre-Saudi Arabia segment.
No,
where
leave it
here.
on your screen. Leave it on your screen.
No, should I not put it over there? Okay, alright,
No.
fine, I'll leave it. What we have is first we're gonna review the Fantasy League. So if you don't know, we have a Fantasy League. I'll leave the code in the description of the YouTube video, and the what's it called? What am I thinking of? The audio stuff as well. Well, yeah. So do you want to just explain what you did with your team and how you ended up top of the leaderboards?
By a big margin, man. What's the difference between?
Oh yeah, that's huge. Okay, between
I got
first and
283.
second. Oh my.
I got 283 and Muhammad got 173.
It's not
110
looking
points,
good. It's
man.
not looking good.
Oh,
Someone actually used their Mega Driver and they're still fourth. That's unfortunate.
ooh.
That
Yeah,
feels
so
bad, man. That's
the one in second place is 225. I'm 283. My team, it was very simple. Ferrari had amazing pace, and it was obvious they were gonna get pole and P2 or P3. So I just went with Charles, Sainz. Charles looked a bit quicker this week than Sainz, to be honest. So I just went with Charles as my double points, and then Magnussen and Bottas because they actually looked rapid, and then George and Ferrari. And I don't know why everyone else didn't do this. It's so obvious. He chose McLaren. Like, why? McLaren looks so slow.
Bro, remember last year, yeah, they were basically getting the same amount of points. In fantasy, McLaren and Ferrari were getting basically the same. I'm not saying that I thought Ferrari and McLaren would be on pace together again this year, but I was like, I'll take the hit on points to just get some other drivers.
Yeah,
Because
who did he point? Who did he point in your team?
If what happened to Red Bull happened to yours, that's not my team for this one. Hold on.
Okay.
If what happened to Red Bull happened to you, then you would be on like 5 points right now.
Yes, but still, like Magnussen and Bottas would have done better. So it's fine.
Okay, well I had Gasly. That would have been great. Hamilton did alright for me. He actually got more points than Sainz, to be fair, just about. Leclerc,
yeah, but he's so
everyone,
more like he's the reason you have to choose McLaren over Ferrari because he's so expensive.
That's a good point.
So you go for like a much better priced driver, who's probably gonna bring you more points. But see, that's the interesting thing. Ferrari actually had reliability. Like they look like they have their reliability on point. So it'll be interesting to see as the season goes on. Like it's obviously 23 race season. It's the longest season we've ever had, and so it's kind of a season of attrition as well. It's not just a performance kind of thing. You're gonna have off weekends. You're gonna have reliability issues, all of that stuff. So it'll be interesting across the season to see kind of whose car fails essentially, because it will play like Max being 26 points behind Leclerc after the first.
Yeah, true.
He's on 0 points. That is massive because imagine if they just keep getting P1, P2, all of that the rest of the season, just between them. Those 26 points will... He said it himself, these 26 points are going to play a big part in the end of the season.
Yeah, because it's one thing to finish second. Like, it's one thing winning a race, and you'll get 26 points if you... Like, he could get this 26 points if he wins against fastest lap. But if his main title competitor, Max Verstappen, finishes second, they don't mean as much. But if Max retires and he gets first, then that's a huge... Yeah, it's a big gain. So,
well, I want to look at our predictions like we made last episode. Because I'm sure there were like... We hadn't seen... At that point, we hadn't seen practice. We hadn't seen anything. We made our predictions like a week before the race. So we didn't really know anything. Ooh. And our predictions are very, very funny.
Yes. Okay. All right. Cool. I was off. Oh, I should have backed Sainz. I tell you, every time I don't back Sainz, he does well. Okay, yours, top 3 qualifying.
I got none right.
Russell, Hamilton, Verstappen. That's...
I got literally all my... I got Russell, Hamilton, Verstappen, Russell, Hamilton, Verstappen. Russell as driver of the...
Okay,
I got
so
0.
all of that. So, and the 5 DNFs as well. So yeah, so we... I thought just a couple of days after we filmed, we should add the number of DNFs. I was thinking number of DNFs or number of safety cars to put. We went with DNFs. So we've added that in I messaged Yusuf and we got our predictions like on Tuesday or something, so it was well before the race. So we're gonna start doing that as a thing now as well.
You said Charles would win. I'm impressed.
So I said Charles. I said Lewis would come second, which was close. Obviously, I thought it would be on pace or something, but clearly not. And then George third, which is wrong. Charles Leclerc was driver of the day. DNFs, I was one off, which is mad close, but it doesn't count for anything. I don't know how we're doing points for this.
You just 1-0 basically. I still have a season.
What you saying? I'm 1-0. Alright,
yeah.
cool. So I'm just gonna put. I'll just put M here on this side. Actually, no, wait, no. If I just put, I'll put M1 Y0 and I can tally.
Yeah, but you have to put .1 because I have a season over you. I won last season.
Shut up, well, that doesn't
I
count.
destroyed you last season.
I don't have to write it down because I know
You didn't even
remind
win
me
once,
every
man.
time.
You didn't win once. I destroyed him.
Honestly, do you want to say about your fantasy team? Because I didn't actually, like, when you told me, I still can't believe it now.
What?
About the combination being, like, you know what it is and stuff.
It was obvious. I kept up to date with practice. I never watched practice, and I didn't watch it, but I still looked at the timings and like the number of laps and who's using what tires and all of that. See,
yeah, no, but I mean,
this
as
is
in the
why
combination of drivers you picked and the points and stuff.
This is why
Not being the best combination.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
you haven't
yeah.
said that in the.
So basically, if I had put my my Mega Driver on Charles, I would have been equal with. I would have been one of the top of the world essentially, like equal to number 1.
Basically, like not only did he pick a very good team, he picked the best combination for Bahrain. He got like maximum points this week that he could have possibly got without using his Mega Driver. Which is so stupid, like classic Yusuf. Anyway, why isn't?
See, this is why I never play these fantasy games because I get way too into this stuff, and then I just end up spending all my time doing this. Okay, now we have a lot, but like our idea for next week.
Yeah, now there's actually a
much better
baseline.
idea of what's gonna happen next week. I still think it will be the track. Obviously, isn't exactly the same. So it might be a bit different, but it would be interesting to see. I'm gonna go with Charles Verstappen and Sainz.
Oh, you're going the exact same.
Yeah, but I think Verstappen.
Oh, as long as right.
No, actually, I think Max P1. Max will. Strong pole.
Okay, interesting.
Because they have way better pace in terms of. And then I think Charles will win, Max P2 and Sainz P3.
That is, on the way here, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Obviously, whoever wins gets driver of the day, so Charles. And like 5 DNFs.
5 DNFs.
Fairly similar to what I did last time.
Yeah, sounds pretty much. Okay.
You have to go with Lewis is going to win.
Interesting.
No, Gasly is going to win. It could be a chaotic race. He could win.
I will go with Max Verstappen as
pole. Okay, this is qualifying.
I do think Max will get pole, but then you went with Max getting pole, and I don't want to go with this. No, I'm going to back him.
You should go with Sainz getting pole. No,
do you know what?
Lando.
You know what?
I'm saying Sainz getting pole, and I feel like he could actually do it. So
I'm going Carlos Sainz second.
Okay.
And I go with. I'll go Charles Leclerc. I'll go with Charles.
And top 3 for the race.
And then for the race, I will say.
Is Carlos gonna get his first win?
No, I'm gonna go with. I want to go with the same 3, but I don't want to.
Just go with.
I'm gonna go with Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc comes second, and then Carlos Sainz third, with driver of the day being. Everyone's like mad boring. I want to go like. Nah.
Go with Gasly.
I'll go with Max. He has too many fans for them not to give him driver of the day if he wins. And DNFs, I'm gonna go with 3.
Seriously, Saudi. I think it's actually. I was thinking of going higher.
Higher?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it'll be too chaotic. Oh, actually. No, I'm gonna stick it. I'm gonna say everyone's gonna play safe. Alright. Do you wanna do the outro? We'll call it there.
Thank you guys for listening. And we'll see you next week.